Refinement. It isn't about kissing ladies' hands or knowing which fork to use. Refinement is what humans, especially hunters, are all about. That's why we're in South America, Cordoba, Argentina to be exact, at the nexus of dove hunting. That and much more on this latest edition of Benelli's American Safari.
Wow, 3 in a row.
For bird hunters, there is one place where the combination of geography, climate, roosting, cover, water, and abundant feed all come together to create the perfect storm of doves. And that's the province of Cordoba, Argentina.
Los Chanares stands out among the rest of the outfitters for a couple of reasons. What we have out here, we have 7,000 acres of private farmland. It's sort of a magical setting, a perfect setting where we have the roost in the back, agriculture fields where the birds come down and feed, a stream that flows through the property. So the advantage of Los Chanares is the 5-minute drives to the field, the consistency of the shooting, the variety of the shooting. We have 30 different shooting areas. It's really a special place.
The fertile fields in this heartland of Argentina are the permanent home to perhaps the world's greatest concentration of doves.
This is actually the second time that I've hunted doves in Argentina, and this is a phenomenal shoot. We had a good shoot the first time, but the doves in this area in Cordoba are just phenomenal. There's so many. I don't know that there is another place where you can go and shoot more ammo in one morning or one afternoon.
For them, doves are to be protected and nurtured. As much as any grain crop, this is a crop to be harvested by hunters rather than farmers.
The bird hunting is the best I've ever experienced. The other nice thing about it is the geography changes so much. In most of the estancias, they drive you out to a field and you're used to shooting on a flat area. Here you've got hills, you've got trees. It's really challenging.
Despite almost year-round hunting, the flights of doves, thousands of birds at a time, never seem to leave the sky. Nobody really knows how many doves are found in Cordoba. It's an ever-changing number anyway. Doves live fast and die young. For the most part, a hen can have up to 5 broods a year. Counting them would be like tossing a handful of sand into the air and numbering the grains. Estimates go from 20 to 25 million birds, and there are times when there may be twice as many. There are enough doves in any case to draw wing shooters from around the world. At the end of a hunt, they can barely calculate how many they shot, let alone how many they saw.
Nice shot.
For some reason, some of Benelli USA's chief executives decided it was vital for them to try to stem the tide of Argentina's doves. And so they've joined half a dozen of the country's top gun writers for hands-on testing of the reliability of the new Benelli Cordoba model of semi-automatics. There's no better place for live-fire shotgun testing than at Los Chanares. It's a common occurrence here to shoot a case, 500 rounds of shells in an hour. In a day, assuming he can keep lifting his arms all the way through it, a hunter might fire 6 times that many shells. Back home in the U.S., that would be literally a lifetime of opening days. A very long, very productive lifetime.
I don't care how many times you've seen it or read about it, you just can't imagine how good it is until you actually get here and do it. It's just amazing.
The only problem with coming down here is it just spoils you for life.
It does. Steve, I thought we were hunting over fields here.
Well, most of the time you do, but I think that's the great advantage that this estancia has is they have some of the best roosts there are in Cordoba, and they're right here on the property. So you get this kind of shooting. They have everything mapped out. You can sleep late, drive 10 minutes instead of an hour and a half, and get into the most gorgeous dove country you can imagine.
One of the keys to ensuring Cordoba's astronomical dove population is good roosting cover. Some of the best is the bushy tree called the Chanares, whose interlocking branches create an ideal loafing and nesting haven. Air-conditioned vans carry everyone to the fields, and on the return, there's a pool of horses to ride or a siesta to take, along with gourmet meals and Argentina's own superb Malbec wines at supper. Hunting lodges get no better than this.
Steve, look down and see what you shot in a half an hour.
Yeah, I know. I think the pile of red is bigger than the pile of doves in my case.
This is my first trip to Argentina, and it'll certainly be hard to ever experience it any better than we did on this trip.
Even though the Benelli team hasn't left the field yet, this is a good time to tally the score. Some people don't like to hear how many shots were fired and birds taken, and generally that's the right attitude. But here in Cordoba, it's a testament to the conditions that have created these endless waves of doves. So in 2.5 days, our 10 hunters have put 46,150 shells through their Benelli shotguns and taken about half as many doves.
I think it's a combination of all the factors here in Cordoba. The food sources, the climate, the rainfall. I mean, they've got everything they need to exist in these huge numbers. Oh yeah. It's just the ultimate dove habitat.
Whether you call it fellowship, camaraderie, or just plain friendship.
Woo! I've done Argentina before, but Cordoba, this is the first time, and I tell you, this is probably the best dove shooting I've had.
That tilting of the head to look into the sky just seems to make you naturally want to smile.